Hey everybody, it's me Manisha. Welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be more of a personal slash chill type of video. I'm looking a little fancy today to match my channel intro, even though it really doesn't. But since we're being fancy, let's get some tea in here. Because today we are talking about my 2021 game dev intentions. I actually was inspired by Mayuko, who did a video similar to this, and I thought it would be like a really nice way for me to document that as well. Because looking back next year, I could just see like what I was kind of going for and some of the things I wanted to challenge myself with. And I like that she called it intentions instead of goals, because the word goals kind of brings a little bit of pressure upon yourself to actually finish them, and you might feel bad if you don't. But intentions, they're kind of like what you're going for, but if it doesn't happen, that's fine. If it happens to some extent, then it's pretty satisfying. Anyone that I mentioned in this video, I'll link their videos to a card up there. So today I just wanted to take more of a personal approach to devlogging, I guess. I realized watching back on my other videos, they're very entertaining and heavily edited and filtered, which made me think that I'm not really documenting my journey that well. They're fun to look back on, but there's no mention of my struggles and how I want to become a better game developer. And don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna keep those heavily edited content for most of my videos, but I just want to do some of these dev diaries as well. And I know that dev diaries is actually another word for devlogs, but I thought that the word diary brings more of a personal, emotional feeling type of documentation, so I kind of want to do that instead. Alright, let's get started. These are my 2021 game dev intentions. Number 1, leaving the comfort zone. Pontypants actually made a really good video on this, and it made me think a lot. I love the comfort zone. I hate taking risks most of the time, and I like being in my own little safe bubble. So this year I want to kind of challenge myself to take on new things. Even doing this style of video was very nerve-wracking for me. I can't do this. Because I like heavily edited content where I can kind of control what happens in the video and what I say. So doing this kind of natural type of video kind of scares me, especially since I'm more of an introverted person. I don't talk too much in real life even. I'm more of the listener type. So doing this or something like streaming would be challenging for me, and I think it would be a good experience. So I kind of want to do something like that. Leaving the comfort zone for me is also taking on different types of game jams. The one that comes to mind right away is Vimlark's 3-hour challenges, and I think he even did a 1-hour challenge, which is super scary. It's kind of like, it makes you anxious just thinking about not finishing something, I guess failing something. And so just overcoming that kind of fear, the fear of failing, I guess a lot of people can relate to that. So it would be fun if I could do those kind of challenges this year. My second point is building discipline. And boy, am I bad at this. My motivation kind of comes in bursts. I get super motivated to work on something, especially game jams, and then I don't do anything for a long period of time, a couple weeks even. So that's something I really want to change, because it really is a habit. It's kind of built into me at this point to do that. Just getting myself to work consistently, I think, like every day, giving game dev an hour or two, I think will bring a lot more productivity to my life. I always use this excuse that it's just my hobby, but I do want to produce a larger game. I want to sell a game. And so right now, at the pace that I'm going at, I'm not really getting anything productive done. So what I want to do is just bring that consistency. Maybe bring a schedule to my uploads for YouTube, but I'm pretty lenient with myself on the video making. But I really do want to work on my game more often. And actually, I'm terrible at working at long-term projects. The one that I started a couple months ago with my sister, we have not touched in a long time. We kind of got stuck on how we wanted to take the game, the direction of the game, so it kind of went into the dungeon and we haven't touched it since. And this is mostly because we work in those bursts. We don't work on it daily, try to figure out what the direction is, what the scope is, and if we did that, I feel like we could have had more done by now. So hopefully we can jump back on that project, if not, start a different project, but incorporate that discipline into it. And hopefully saying this makes me feel more accountable, so we'll see if we get stuff done. My third point is collaboration and teamwork. I think this is a really important point because teamwork, especially in indie game development, where you work by yourself a lot of the time, or people tend to work by themselves, you're kind of stuck in your own space, your own mindset. In a team environment, you can learn a lot of things and a lot of things faster. So I think having that team aspect to game making is pretty important. And let's say you don't even have the same experience as someone else, whether it be, it's hard to measure experience though, but you can always learn from other people as well as help other people. So there's always some sort of benefit, whether you become a better teacher or you become a better student. So far, most of my games I've made with my sister, and even though that is some sort of collaboration aspect, we grew up together, we spend a lot of time together, we have a similar mindset in some ways, but we kind of know how we work. Our work process is pretty efficient in a way, but at the same time we don't try these new things, we don't really learn more than what we're capable of. So I think maybe having to work with newer people in the game dev community would be pretty interesting. Even just working with people I don't know is a sense of leaving my comfort zone as well. So I think collaboration and teamwork is something we need to work on this year. And my final point is switch to Unity Dark Mode. Oh yeah, I gotta do that. Anyways, that's pretty much all I have for this video. I hope it's kind of relatable, and let me know what your game dev intentions are for this year. See you next time!